Morning. It is Friday, October 3rd, and we are 1 minute away from market open. I already marked everything out, so let's just kind of go through what I've marked out so far and what I'm thinking going into market open. So first off, right off the bat, we can see this beautiful reaction off the new day opening gap. Perfectly tapped the consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. Just wanted to point that out. But if we start with a 4 hour, you could see we could potentially inverse this BISI right here. And then if we grade this wick, it would be at consequent encroachment. So if we close lower, then that could lead us to be a little bit more bearish down to these equal lows right here, and these equal lows are also us targeting this unfilled daily BISI. So that could be a point of interest right there. We just created this 1 hour SIBI with this change in state of delivery right here going down. So this could be what we need to kind of send us down here. But again, we'll see. If we go down to a 15-minute chart, it's our minor buy side liquidity. Market just opened, so we could take that out straight away, but obviously we're gonna let market go until our macro hits, and then we'll just go down to the 1 minute. And then we got our opening range gap right here, which is not very large. We almost filled it in already. An opening range gap of 13.75 ticks. So really not much at all. If we go over here, obviously I can say that I want these lows to be taken before anything happens, just because this is our regular trading hour and they're equal lows and it's our regular trading hour. So I want these lows to get taken. Maybe it can be a confluence. We take out these sell side liquidity. We have this BISI right here, and then that kind of sends us up. But obviously, we react. We don't think. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of minor low resistance liquidity up to all-time highs. Realistically, I wanted us to come lower first, kind of consolidate down here, and then obviously aim for all-time highs, but it looks like the opposite might happen, where we take out all this low resistance liquidity first and then we come down, but obviously we'll see what happens. This is a form of sell side liquidity right here that just got taken. I'm pretty sure those were the equal lows that I was talking about. Yeah, it was. But that was taken pre-market, so it could still be taken again if we look at it on the regular trading hours chart right here. I don't know why that's so long. But yeah. Because it is Friday, so we can do NFP, but we could do TGIF protocol. See what it comes out to. Alright, so if we do TGIF, 30% retracement of the weekly range would be down here, and then 20% would be right here. So yeah, this sell side liquidity level right here is a good level because there's also these sets of lows right here. So we could be looking for shorts today. Now we have all this low resistance liquidity here. Obviously, there's highs up here I want to get taken out. Preferably, I want to be above New York midnight open before I take a short or at it. We do have 10 a.m. news, but ADP and non-farm is all tentative because obviously the government is shut down. So if we go over here at 8:30, there's literally no influx of volatility from NFP. Could be good or bad. Definitely going to go low risk today if I end up taking a trade, that's for sure. Still no real first position fair value gap. S&P is at the highs right now. It looks like we're about to have our first presented fair value gap right here with a singular volume imbalance. Extend that out. SMTs at the highs. Good for us being bearish. And we have an SMT right here if price doesn't want to come up and take that high. Preferably we want it to take that high or start consolidating around up here. Tapped upper quadrant of the first presented fair value gap right there. No more SMTs at those immediate highs. Big reaction lower. Maybe now is when they release the news data. I mean, who knows? Probably won't be taking a trade today then. Yeah, I don't like that whatsoever. $50 move. What a horrible price action. This is what happens when the government shuts down, I guess. Now, realistically here, there's a chance to take a trade. Would really want it to come back up here, consolidate, and then have another kind of change in state of delivery with a SIBI. See, the body stayed within this one. Wicks did the damage. Now we have SMTs at the lows too. ES was almost at all-time highs. Bitcoin's at 120,000. We're below this daily wick CE. It's around where I'd want to see my shorts to at least close this gap. There's just a lot going on in this chart right now, to be honest. Yeah, this is yeah. Constant encroachment of that wick is right at this first presented fair value gap. So if we get up in there and then do a new little move down, then that could be a decent entry. Nothing really on the 5. On the 15, came up, wicked up above buy side. Let's see. There's a lot going on here now, so let's get rid of those two levels of the opening range gap. And then we can use a new day opening gap as another confluence that would send us lower. Hopefully. But the way that we're just running through this now, I don't like whatsoever. I don't like how close we are to the all-time highs on ES. Two minutes until macro opens, so until we can actually enter. But the thing is, do we want to? Who knows? For Blair, market structure shifts is gonna be when we go below that low right there with a SIBI. That's if it happens, because obviously now we're going higher. And the ES, I'll show you here. ES just took out all-time highs. So now realistically, would NQ come all the way down after just taking all-time highs? Realistically, I don't think so. I think that this right here is going to be a catalyst to go up. Because we literally just wigged down the first percent of it right, yeah. But literally anything can happen, so let's wait and watch. God damn. There we go. Nice little move down. Now if we leave this gap open right here, then I will be targeting 20% for TGIF. This is a trade right now. If the 956 candle stays below this, well, I kind of want to change and stay on ES2. Only gonna enter 2 contracts, 2 micros. Big move down. It happened, but I don't want to enter this low. I have to wait for it to get back up into this SIBI right here. Or once this candle closes, it's gonna do 50% of that range. Yeah, so still up there. Or we could enter on ES. I mean, if market just wants to run lower, then what'll happen? We have news coming out in a minute, 30 seconds. News in 10 seconds. Massive move down. Just as we expected. Full TP hit. How big was that? 61 points. Up. That is it for my analysis on Friday, October 3rd.